Hi everyone, my name's Erin Feeney and I work for Aqua, Pennsylvania, which is a subsidiary of Essential Utilities, Inc. Aqua, Pennsylvania is a regulated water and wastewater utility that serves over 440,000 water customers and over 38,000 wastewater customers in the state of Pennsylvania. My title with Aqua, Pennsylvania is Rates and Planning Manager, and I primarily work with the finance and accounting team. What being a rates and planning manager means is that I help to prepare various financial regulatory compliance filings for submission to the Pennsylvania Public Utility Commission. This includes filing base rate cases and supporting those applications as the company's primary accounting witness. What this really means is it's my job to support the company when we go and ask for an increase in rates to our customers' bills to ensure that they're raised at just and reasonable rates. I'm also responsible for the strategic financial planning relative to the impacts of the company's financial regulatory strategy, specifically the company's 5-year plan process and acquisition due diligence. I also work with the company's operating budget. So with the strategic planning and with the operating budget, I have the opportunity to work with the operating managers and understand the day-to-day operations. And I also have the opportunity to work with the executive leadership team to understand the strategic direction that the company's going in. So that way I really have a hand in kind of every part of the business, which has given me tremendous growth and learning opportunities for myself at the company. So what does my typical day-to-day work day look like, and what do I love about my work? One of the things that I love the most about my job is that no day is the same. As you explore different career opportunities and what you want to do in the future, you should really consider how you work best. Some of my coworkers who are on the accounting side, you can set your watch to what they're going to be doing on the first day of the month, on the 15th day of the month, and on the last day of the month. They're more transactional in nature, and every business needs that to operate functionally. My role is kind of different every day, and that's really what I love about it. I love being able to kind of jump around from task to task. Times it can be a little overwhelming, but I have the opportunity to see all the different sides of the business, which has really given me the learning experiences to put me in the role that I'm in today. One of the things that my boss always says is that you don't know what you don't know. And he's been in the water utility industry for over 20 years now. So knowing that I have a supportive boss who he is still learning and growing as I am, kind of just gives you that confidence to know that it's okay to not know everything, but you have to find the answer. And finding the answer and digging for the answer is what I love doing. While there are some things that, I have quarterly filings that are due every 3 years. We file rate cases and things like that. There are certain things that you can set your watch to, but in doing those tasks, there's nothing that you can say is standardized about that, which is really what I love doing in my job. Another part of my job that I absolutely love is that I've had fantastic mentors, and that's something that you really should look at in your high school careers and as you move up into college and in your working careers. I had the privilege of having fantastic mentors. Dave Smeltzer, who's actually on the board of Junior Achievement of Southeastern Pennsylvania. He was our former CFO, and he actually taught me so much and got me involved with Junior Achievement as well. So knowing that I work for a company that supports me learning in my job and what I contribute to the company, but also supports me and the community and my contributions to the community through Junior Achievement is extremely important. So that way I really am able to balance what I'm giving back and what I'm taking from the world. And I think that's extremely important to make sure that you have that balance and that you enjoy what you're doing. So what was my education pathway and how did I get to where I am today? So I went to LaSalle University, where I received my bachelor's degree with a major in accounting. Fun fact, when I was a freshman, I originally wanted to go into forensic accounting to work for the FBI White Collar Crimes Unit. I obviously went a different route, but I'm extremely happy with my career path nonetheless. That brings up a really important point. So when you're deciding your major in college, if you're going to take the business route, I highly recommend choosing accounting as your major, because the accounting major builds such a fantastic foundation that you can translate to any business skill. You want to be careful not to put yourself in too niche of a major that you're stuck in a role and a career path that you might not be interested in 4 years later when you are graduating. It also, provides that flexibility for you to change your career path as you go along because you have that accounting background. That just might be my preference, but highly recommend the accounting role. Another important part of my education, is the continuing education once I graduated. Aqua has provided me with fantastic opportunities at rate school down in Florida, provided by the National Association of Regulated Utility Companies. And I've also been to numerous Excel training classes and things like that. But the most important part of all of those additional trainings that I've been provided is that I've always gone and taken the extra step to spend time at the end of the day to learn more. If I see a process is being done one way, I make it my mission to understand why it's being done that way, and how it's being done, and why it's continued to go on that way. And if there's a better way I can make it efficient, then that's what I'll try to do. I'll go home and find a way to cut down a process that might take 4 hours down to an hour. That way you find more time to spend your work doing value-added work rather than more administrative formatting type things or just data scrubbing. So that part of your education it's never over. Always continue learning. I plan on pursuing my master's, and that's something that if you have the opportunity to do right after your undergrad, I highly recommend it. But I think it's also important to kind of get some of that real world experience before going back and getting my master's, which is why I've taken the time to wait. For some people, though, it may be different. So I highly recommend, exploring your options, deciding how you best learn and what you need to do to advance yourself. And I think the other most important part of your education is really the mentors and the leaders that you can connect with at your university and your personal life and at your career. I have had the opportunity to have such fantastic mentors in my career that have really helped boost me and set me in the right direction to allow me to be where I am today. So never underestimate just the power of networking and building those mentorships, and the power of just teaching yourself a lot of stuff, because that's extremely important. So the best advice I can give to anyone that is looking to break into the finance, accounting, or even just the business industry field, if you're not quite sure what you want to do, it's okay not to know when you're 18 going into college. But like I said before, I really recommend choosing accounting as a major, because that really just builds the foundation for all business skills, and it can translate into so many different jobs. Continue building your network. The people that you're in school with now in high school can be resources later in life. When you're in college, continue building network with some of the people in your classes. Talk with your professors. Some of them used to be out in the business world. Now they're in the teaching world. They have great connections as well. Go to your college career development center. Excellent resources. Always continue building that network, and always remember that the education process never stops. At the end of the day, when you graduate college, it's a fantastic time to celebrate, but you should always continue developing and growing your skills and your knowledge base, and that will just open up so many doors for you. So that's the best advice I can give you all. I hope you had a great day, and I hope you get the most out of this junior achievement experience. Junior achievement for me has given me so many opportunities. So another great advice is volunteer. Come back to junior achievement when you've graduated and give back to the program that will allow you to grow to be where you will be in 4 or 5 years or 10 years from now. So always remember junior achievement, and make sure you network. That's my best advice for all of you. So good luck, and thank you very much.